to make you all cringe before we start.
Oh.
Why?
So on Catfish's server, there is a guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a guy. He's trying to get help for his story.
Is that Arthur guy?
It's a no, different guy. Ink.
Oh.
So this guy is trying to get help for his story, and it's a Madoka Magica original content Fateverse story that is a fusion world.
That sounds like a mistake, I'm gonna be honest.
Literally everyone on that server so far has told him it was a mistake. Yeah, literally everyone, including Catfish, who is like top knowledge of Fate in that server. Everyone's told him it's a mistake. Also, he tried to defend himself because we noticed a minor spelling and grammar error he was making in his writing, and he double spaces after every single period.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, God.
Yeah. And,
wait.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that quote unquote, that's how he was taught to do it by his family.
No,
yes,
no,
it's
let's
all
be
right
clear.
there.
That's how he was taught to do it by the American school system to make his papers slightly longer.
No, he's claiming it because Catfish said whoever taught you is retarded, and he said, don't talk about my family like that.
Bruh. Can't believe he's part of a retarded.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, listen.
No, but like literally no writing system.
No, Sneaky, what I said was he was trained to do that by the American school system to make his papers.
I know what you're implying. I'm just saying is that you're incorrect.
No, I'm not implying it. I'm outright stating it. It's something students do all the time to make papers longer. Like
I'm aware. And so anyway, we said this is a problem and you should fix it. And he said, no, I'm not going to fix it. It's my style.
Oh yes.
Cease and die.
Styles,
yeah.
Ah, yes.
The fucking classic, you're doing this wrong. No, I'm not. It's my writing style. Okay, buddy. Well, no editor's ever going to print anything you write then.
Very cool.
I mean, implying they were in the first place.
Well, yeah, but typically the whole point of trying to get better at writing so you can publish a story is to publish a story.
Right, you think anybody, like 99% of people on Fanfiction would ever publish a fucking story?
Well, I mean, 50 Shades of Grey did, so...
Yeah, that's 1 out of, how many millions?
I'm aware. No, I'm just saying, I'm aware. I'm just saying, just because you're never going to make it into the big leagues doesn't mean you can't train to go into the big leagues.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the ideal. That's the ideal thing. That's what you want to do. Like, that's what I feel a lot of people come on to fanfiction for. But then they write their first harem, and everybody wants to suck their dick. So, priorities change.
Or you make really good money doing a Calvin Klein modeling, and you start writing fan fiction one day.
Yes. And you're also like the fucking football fucking coach for
the football coach as well. Yeah.
And I don't know how many martial arts.
Is this the origin story of FTDS expanded?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the original expansion.
So he went from being a model to a Calvin Klein model.
Yeah. God, that guy's got some issues. Apparently, he doesn't even write his old formula anymore. Apparently, now all he does these days is write harem stuff.
Harems and traps, yeah. That's basically his
not even just like story anymore. It's just harems, some smut, and then he moves on to a new story of the exact same stuff. Like he doesn't.
He's not even finishing them at this point.
There's no effort anymore.
He's never finished a story, I think, dude.
No, he's finished like 57 of his 179.
No, I think he's like cut them short. Was the
finished.
Yeah. He's done that.
Discontinued, Mark.
Like I would say about maybe 17 of them. I think the last time I went through, he finished actually finished like 17 of them. But anyway, since we got
have like the numbers he could push out, like the fucking amount he can write.
Honestly, it's impressive. I don't know.
I can't even write a fucking 100 words a month these days.
Oof. That's rough, man. So how do you feel? How do you feel about Naruto DxD?
Good old times. Huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Classic combination.
Thought I'd bring out a good old classic for you.
Go for it.
So anyway, hello internet. This is Fanfiction updated 9004. Just SneakyDevil. We got Cruel Ruin in here tonight, which means we're gonna be doing some classics.
Oh no.
Don't worry, we'll follow this one up with what I said we would cover next time, where the funny story that we all had a good chuckle at.
The funny
story, yes.
The concentrated funny.
There have been subscribed for 29 months. Damn.
That's 29 months that you could have spent $5 much better.
I'm rich. I don't give a fuck.
That's fair enough.
Based.
So anyway, this story is called The Next Phoenix Heir by Titanfall 007.
Can we take a moment to look at the author picture?
I'm actually worried if we do.
What is
the
this? Actual fuck?
I think that's the story.
I think that's his entire harem.
Yeah, probably.
These are the girls that I'll be banging.
Yeah.
All of my Naruto's brown.
I mean, Naruto banging.
Yeah, dude.
Author's note in this summary. There's an author's note in the summary.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah.
You did this back in March.
Fuck!
This year. Literally 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Wait. Unfortunate.
Oh shit, you're right. Now that you say that, I'm actually remembering it.
Well, maybe next time, boys.
Alright, let's see here. You know, this one's pretty cringe sounding. Oh.
They're all
what the fuck is this? Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Alright, that's the reaction.
Oh no. What the fuck? Adventure Heart Comfort. Uh-oh. I'm going to be drinking.
Oh dear.
We've come to recognize these danger signs, children.
Oh no.
I mean, the danger sign I have is Sneaky having a story.
Oh
No,
no.
like
Okay,
the link,
fair.
Just read the link. It's like Ginch C5 Abriki. I love the Ginch Abrikis. Ginch Abriki.
Suka bliet I din nachoj.
Rashbi Naruto.
Rashbi Naruto, komrad.
Jinchuriki is cared for by the Queen of Monsters, a Naruto Tensai Shirata Slime Data Ken story.
Okay, but listen, I feel like we could have a much more interesting story with Comrade Jinchuriki.
Yeah, I probably would be a lot more amused by that. This is by Fanfiction Master Pro.
There's multiple of them.
Oh,
Master Pro. Yeah.
Wait, pros. Wait, is this a group account?
I think this is a group
No, it's
account.
just one person.
Oh, it's
No,
just
it's
one
only
person.
one.
Why is he calling himself pros?
You see, Max, he's secretly a collective.
Oh,
David,
probably
because
because they're
literally
not
2 weeks.
American.
Yeah, they're very obviously not American.
I am unpleasant to write on the fanfiction site. It is just uncomfortable for me.
Ah, yes.
Listen, it's about to be a lot more uncomfortable after Sneaky gives you feedback.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, honestly, it's a good thing that you stopped updating on this website.
Ugh. Yeah.
Female Ramiru explored the universe in boredom, finding the brightest star. The Sage of Six Paths won her favor.
Okay, I feel like there are significantly brighter stars than Naruto out
A
there.
little bit,
Just-
yeah. As a result, Ramiru have to help the boy and protect him from the villagers. What?
What?
Perhaps, however, beautiful feelings will be born in these two, and a new bond will arise.
Oh, there's gonna be some bonding, alright.
Kurama times female Ramiru times Naruto. I am concerned because we're not told that this is a female Kurama.
Oh dear.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is there's gonna be some chakra tentacles.
Yeah, I know, right?
Uh-oh.
So, there's the only issue I have here is that I'm not drunk enough to handle this.
Oh, I think he's about to be changing that voice.
I was gonna say the only issue I have here is something, but I was just like looking at this entire fucking summary, and I'm just like, literally everything on this list.
I have one minor, small, incredibly long list of problems.
What's that? The How to Train Your Dragon? I just have a problem with this. You just gestured to all of me. Yes.
Yes.
What's the Markiplier meme?
I don't know.
I hate this.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This is also a problem, but I hate this.
Yes. Or where's that that one reverse pedophilia meme? With the 9,000-year-old lolly being arrested for pedophilia for dating the 18-year-old human.
Yes.
Like that's the vibe I'm getting from this right here. It's like, yeah, this eldritch entity that is older than time is dating a 5-year-old boy. That's
a crime.
He'll grow into it.
So, oh boy.
So speaking of that, actually, did you guys hear about New York and the recent law that they're trying to push?
Do tell.
No. Is this something that could possibly get you banned?
Not at all. This is factual news reported by a factual news organization who would never publish fake news.
Oh.
CNN.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought we were talking about The Onion. In fact, I was desperately hoping we were talking about The Onion.
Their accuracy is getting pretty good these days, I will say.
Yeah, I know. It's alarming.
New York has started deliberations on whether or not to make it legal for a parent to marry their child.
You know, I'm glad you guys.
I feel like you linked that earlier this week.
I did.
Surely that's for. Surely they're not so unintelligent as to not make that a fringe case for, like, the parent, right? The child is 25 and the parent is 34.
How does that make it better?
That kind of just
at least then they'd both be like adults.
Much.
Yeah, it's still incest. You're still banging the kid you raised.
Also, that's a 9-year age difference. What the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yes, I'm aware of the math that I stated. My point was, theoretically, at least they would hope.
Your point
at least
is
this is for cases where they're both
adults.
adults.
I'm really concerned about, like, all degrees of this, because, like, what if the 9-year-old parent married their son or daughter? It's like, wait, hold on.
Hang on a minute.
How does them being 9 years apart make this better?
That wasn't my point. I
think his point was the fact that they're both above the age of consent. It's still dumb, but
it'd still be weird and creepy and biologically a huge mistake.
Like, let's be honest, it's already happening in, like, the fucking South, so, you know.
Sweet home Alabama.
Over here, we hate Obama.
Look, man, they need those extra fingers. It's how they play the banjo so well.
I'm gonna... Bruh.
I mean, he has a point.
Bruh. I don't care. That's not. You don't. I'm not even gonna. I don't even want it. No.
Okay, so unrelated side note.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I found out that so I'm a big Ghost in the Shell fan. I found out that Bondi is selling a really nice statue of the Major.
Okay.
It's the scene where she first pops out of, like, the chamber. And, you know, she's got all the wires and stuff coming out of her.
Yeah.
But I was looking through the pictures and I was like, these are cropped really weird, and I'm like, oh, they're hiding the titties.
Ah.
Like, the statue absolutely has tits on it.
Yeah.
Because the way these cameras, like the way the promotional shots are, right? It's like they are very clearly leaving certain items just out of frame.
Right.
I feel like that hurts their advertising now, because you know exactly what kind of people are buying this.
You know exactly it's gonna go into a jar 5 days after it's received, after it's received.
Yeah, I would say it's also $1,000, so I'm not buying it. But I was like, oh, let's take a look at this.
And it will go into a jar.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
no, do not speak that cursed word to me.
This first sentence is as fine as an opening, but it just fucking falls apart from there. Oh boy. We see a beautiful young girl with pale skin, a slim figure, and small appearance. Author, I'm not okay with these 3 words being combined.
Author, we're gonna need you to select different words immediately.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
You need to be stopped.
Traversing the dimensions in space.
Pops level 3.
What?
You done?
What the hell is nose smoking?
She has bright blue silver hair that seems to reflect light despite the darkness of space.
No.
Does this person not think there's light in space?
Yes. This person does not believe that there is light in space.
Do they understand what the sun is?
No, I do not think they understand what the sun is. I think we have firmly established that 99.99% of fanfiction authors don't even know what they breathe is a composition of gases.
What if you guys were really far from the sun, bro? I've never thought of that, bro.
Yeah, what if we were just really far away?
I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna fucking scream.
I mean, no, Sneaky, what do you mean a composition of gases? Everybody knows that we breathe hydrochloride.
Yes, of course.
Yes. We breathe cyanide.
My favorite, it's the nitrous oxide in the air that we all breathe.
Yes.
Yes, it makes it go super fast.
It makes my cells go burr.
Makes the brain go burr.
No, you see, the nitrous oxide makes your brain cells go burr.
This is a boring objection to make, but you really don't need the words "seem to" at all. That's fair enough. I mean, sometimes it can work if it's like a character describing something, because that's just how they think. But generally in narrative, no, you really don't need that at all. Her eyes are the color of sweet honey and amber.
Combined
into one.
Yes.
It's like the same fucking color.
Well, first of all, that would if it was sweet honey and amber, you'd get some weird, nasty, treacly brown shit color.
Listen, bro, what you get is
indigestion. That's a fair point, yeah.
Those would be some of the nastiest eyes in existence.
You can see the raw power!
Unlimited power.
The power.
I see.
Unlimited.
Radiating from them, which makes them glow in raw power!
That's a lot of power. Someone called Nintendo Power. We could get on this.
You can see the raw power radiating from them, making them radiate in raw power. Wow, that is, you got a fucking way with words there, author.
How much?
To get a job,
amazing.
to get experience to get a job.
Oh.
I gotta know, how much raw power are we dealing with?
We're dealing with raw power squared.
Enough raw power
Dealing
to make
with
it
at
raw
least twice the raw power of normal.
I see.
The person is
Twice as much power
wearing
as
only a
power.
t-shirt and cargo pants.
What?
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 That is such a fucking non sequitur.
No, you're adding words again, Sneaky.
Black loose pants. Still.
Could be cockies.
That's not like khakis. That's more like. Well, now I'm imagining Ramiru wearing fucking hammer parachute pants. Ramiru positioned herself comfortably, wanting to sleep on nothingness.
You want to tone it down with the edge there, lad?
And slumbering about an interesting adventure. How did she end up here? Well, let me start from the beginning.
How did we get there?
I would prefer you not.
Yes.
Having already evolved to the point where her power is too great to rule her nation. What?
Hang on.
I am too strong to be king. Okay.
I apologize.
Okay.
My power is too great to be king. I sneeze and somebody dies. I need to leave. Sayonara, homies.
This is really weird. The narration keeps
So
jumping
apparently,
back and
a
forth.
bunch of some Australian stores have completely broken the street date for Resident Evil Village.
Oh, nice, Austria.
Wow.
Good. Thank you, Australia. You are truly our greatest ally.
I thought it was Austria.
You shit posting.
No,
fucks.
Australia.
No, he said Australia. I like how often Australia fucks things up for the game industry. They're constantly breaking street dates, and they're constantly publishing ESRB rating or their version of ESRB.
Yeah, it's almost like the entire government's run by the descendants of criminals.
It's almost like that. Twice the normal people play for a game.
It's really weird.
Oh yeah, no, like they.
How that works.
All right, stay exciting.
Damn.
Ramiru decided to leave Tempest to her successors. Yes, that's never fucked anything up ever. It's just you, the person who made a nation, just fucking off and being like, hey, you five, you're now my successors, split the nation evenly. That's never backfired in history.
Oh, come on, Sneaky. It worked great for the Romans.
Oh, yeah.
Great for the
And for every single medieval kingdom.
Oh, yeah, the Mongol horde, too. That worked out great for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like no historical examples of it going bad, so like.
I miss my homie Malcador.
Looking for interesting dimensions to among the multiverse. She had already forgotten her life and adventures in Tempest.
What?
Wow, that's fast.
That is... Not only is that fast, that's super cold, yo.
Suddenly forgotten everything, just turn back, go like, hey guys, I remember nothing. Who the fuck are you guys?
Hey, I'm gonna conquer you all again, because I don't remember who you are.
I'm not sure who you are, but I think I'm supposed to beat your ass.
I have no memory, and I do not know who I am, but I know one thing. I must kill. Doom music overlaid with Halo music starts playing.
Alright. Okay, to be fair, this sounds like the premise for a Kojima and a Yoko Taro team up.
Oh man, that would be fucking something. A Kojima Yoko Taro game where you wake up with amnesia.
Game.
No, guys, it's Kojima and Yoko Taro with the overall plot written by Miyazaki for Dark Souls. From
not fair enough, I suppose.
Just to make it the most.
No. They stick Miyazaki on world building.
Yeah.
He works on the nation that you ruled over that you don't remember.
Oh my god! Think about how inscrutable the plot of that game would be.
Oh yes, I've read this. I understand.
Oh my god! I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting headaches trying to even think about like the fucking loops I'd have to go through.
I'm on playthrough 843. I think I'm only
the lore of the pants of fire breathing. You must be on fire as you read the item description.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta be on, new game +7, and you have to do it without pants on until the final boss. And then when the final boss shoots out a fireball, you have to catch on fire and then quickly go into your inventory and read the plain pants you've kept with you the entire time. And the lore on that one changes.
Yeah.
No, and when the lore on that changes, you have to homeward bone out of the boss fight to go back to the starting village. But you have to walk there because if you teleport, it'll break the entire sequence.
Oh, also, you're taking a damage over time. Because you're on fire.
Because you're still on fire.
There's orchestral music playing all the time, so you can't tell where
Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck is anyone even
There's
doing
also
at
a
this
bullet
point?
hell shooter for some reason.
The lock-on... Oh, by the way, after 40 minutes, the lock-on stops working.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. All right. Here's the real question: what company handles the game itself?
Capcom.
Because if it's FromSoft, you gotta also have the Moonlight Greatsword plus 10 to get that true ending.
This is actually pretty hard.
We're like gonna run with something this dumb. It's gonna be Capcom.
I don't know. I feel like if anyone's gonna run with something this absolutely stupid, it would either be Sega or Arc Systems.
I feel I know who'd run with it.
Oh?
Zynga.
Oh, fair enough.
They made Farmville, dude.
Zynga is contracted. No, the Zynga's contracted to do the mobile app, and it's only with the mobile app that you can unlock the secret true ending version 3.
You have to pay around $150 in farm bucks to get it.
Amazing.
Oh.
Fucking work for this company. What the fuck?
Anyway. Unfortunately, it turns out that even her vast memory, which is supposed to be infinite, Rimuru still couldn't remember many things from her youth. She couldn't even remember how she came to be for some reason.
I guess it's not infinite then, is it?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, even if you have infinite memory, doesn't mean you have photographic memory. And so if you have 7,000 years of living as one way, and then like 20 years of living as a different way, you're probably not going to remember too much of that 20 years.
Think of it this way, Sneaky.
Feel like Rimuru was...
what's the word for it? Would you at least not try to keep a compendium?
After
certain years, when you realize that some things are being forgotten, you will automatically want to keep a compendium. Because
a little bit. I feel like, however, past me is a bit of a dick and would probably alter the compendium to play tricks on future me. And
you absolutely would.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Unfortunately, present me just has to suffer from both of them.
Listen, past Ina is evil to future Ina, but like past Sneaky is somehow evil to both past, present, and future Sneaky.
Because like, there's this one person, I always love telling this story, so there's this one person that's in my phone, and her name in the phone is Jenny from the Block. Why her name is Jenny from the Block, I don't know. But I did that specifically because I knew that I would forget who Jenny from the Block was, and so whenever I looked in my phone, I would go, who the fuck is Jenny from the Block?
Listen, at least you have that, right? I have this bad habit of relating people to other people, so I'll have something like Aditi Chengs. Now, I don't fucking remember who Chengs is. Who the fuck is Aditi?
Yeah.
That's the worst bit, because you don't remember the middle contact. How do you remember the end person?
Just like looking through half of my contacts, I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
I have people from cities I've not been to in like years.
Oh god, anyway, so let's see, blah blah blah. Several thousand years ago, a great darkness. No, I'm just kidding. She had still heard the voices of a person who called himself the Great Sage, or Ciel, or Raphael, and so on. Wait, called himself the Great Sage is female.
Not in this world,
yeah, I guess not in this world, I guess. She also couldn't remember anyone's faces, which annoyed her quite a bit to the point that she accidentally destroyed a planet. What?
I see.
Wait, hold on. If you can't remember the people, how can you be angry over not remembering the faces if you can't remember them, period? How do you remember? How do you remember to be angry about something you can't remember?
Is that just sometimes you feel like that this is something you should know, but your mind goes like, nope, I got nothing. And you do feel kind of irritated about that. So this I can kind of see.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. This wouldn't be a problem if they hadn't mentioned they already forgot the people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there were people in my life, but I can't remember the faces. That's something I could see someone getting annoyed or angry about. But you specifically mentioned they don't remember the people either. So there's
this
no...
is changing, as Aneurysm says, this is changing tenses mid-sentence. It's great.
Yeah.
She hadn't been able to find any interesting things to do for, well, she can't remember since when. About 120,000 years ago, she left Tempest. She guessed?
But she remembers that.
From what the young girl still remembers. Imagine if this was not an AU where it was female Rimuru. It was just an AU where Rimiru's lived for so long, he forgot what gender he identified as.
Very true.
They got Alzheimer's, thought he was trans.
Haruhi Suzumiya in Bloodborne. Now that would be something.
Oh, yes. My favorite from Mirror.
What is this narration? Who knows? The truth is that Rimuru herself doesn't even know how old she is. Though age doesn't matter when you're an immortal in every possible way.
Oh no, author.
No.
Author, no.
Yeah, bye.
Age don't matter.
Yeah, bye.
See, you can't say sweeping statements like that.
When you're the author.
Oh.
I mean, I get it. The author controls the author police, but fuck, dude.
Yeah. It's like, this is supposed to be a thing where some guy is telling us a story for the context of the story, or is it just written in this way for no reason? Well, technically speaking, it's supposed to be Rimuru telling us, the audience, about the time that she found something cool by flashing back to an indeterminate amount of time where she was thinking about doing something cool. Or something. I don't know.
Holy shit.
I think this author did not think this through. It's possible the author did not think while writing this story. It's
in the slide. I think it's pretty certain, honestly, they never thought.
Yeah, no thoughts here.
And haven't never thought at any point in their life.
Yeah, not one thought has been had.
Yeah.
You already know that 90% of writers on fucking fanfiction don't really think past their next fucking plot point, and that's if they think that far.
They don't even think past their next fucking sentence.
Yeah,
that too. Tempest!
Good planning makes fucking
she said aloud, more to herself with a slight frown, knowing that no one would hear her in the void anyway. All the while, the beautiful girl.
Just a side note, I know Rimuru is a slime.
Yes.
But how are they keeping themselves together in the formless void with no
magic
gravity?
Magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some things you can hand wave away.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, there's a new Pokemon Snap game?
Yes.
Yeah, how you missed that?
We weren't aware.
Even I knew about that.
It's been so long since I even thought about Pokemon Snap.
That's fair.
Snap it up on the Nintendo.
But what exactly was Tempest? Wait, it was a nation. Right. That's what she recalls. In any case, Rimuru herself didn't know exactly
Snap came out in
where her origin
1999.
began.
Kill me.
Yes,
author,
you've already stated that she doesn't remember. Like, this is the 5th time the author stated that Rimuru doesn't remember something. It's like, yeah, we get it.
Drive the point home, Sneaky. That's his call to arms.
So I can, you know what? I'll make sure.
Except here's the problem. It's a terrible call to arms because Rimuru is not going to do anything to remember what they've lost or try to regain the friends they've discarded.
But
they're
she
just
will fuck this 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, age doesn't matter.
Yeah, age doesn't
love
matter.
Is love.
In this canon, age does not matter. Remember this.
I want to surgically dissect this sentence because they're written like cancerous growths.
That's a good one.
Well, that's Sneaky. You need to mark that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We will be appropriating that.
That's gonna go into the Sneaky is going to guaranteed forget this folder.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why there's a folder.
Yes. Nothing that goes in there is ever remembered.
And then he'll just stumble in that folder 5 years from now and be like, Max, remember this?
Remember this thing? I don't. What is it? Max, why do I have this picture?
What's the picture?
Traversing the constellations with all she had done for her previous 1,000 years. Watching the beautiful sights and the starbursts gave her some entertainment. She even had tried to create a new planet similar to Earth and create life on it naturally. But unfortunately, she didn't succeed.
Oh, okay, so we're just at the playing God stage of boredom, I see.
Can't wait for her to become just like a universe to herself.
Clearly, Mother Nature was not going to cooperate with her. She thought at the time.
Mother Nature's not required to.
Mother Nature's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, when you make your own planet, you're kind of making Mother Nature. Like that, there's really no nature to mother until the planet's been made. So
you become Grandmother Nature.
All right.
The primogenitor.
The old nature man.
Ye old nature man.
You're just a fucking Lorax.
Lorax is God. All right.
But for some fucking reason, they're talking Vietnamese.
Wait, who thought my tree is Vietnamese? God damn it. Not again.
Who planted the Vietnamese trees?
It's the 4th time this planet. Imagine the Vietnamese were just like convergent evolution.
Like crabs?
Yeah, the trees will always return to Vietnamese. Nature demands it.
But when beautiful girl... What the fuck is this sentence? But when beautiful girl finally managed to see the development of civilization she had originated, suddenly some aliens from another planet invaded it and destroyed all the work she put in.
Very cool.
What?
That is rude.
That's the most 40k thing I've seen in a fanfiction.
That's what I'm really confused about is these two statements here. She tried to make Earth and make life on it, but it didn't work. And she thought it didn't work for a really long time. Then aliens came and blew up a civilization she didn't notice. What?
Yeah, that's speaking of 40k. Do either of you know why Vermintide 2 has a 49 gigabyte update on my computer all of a sudden?
Yeah, they released a huge expansion with like an entire thing with the Chaos Waste and trying to get the gods to give you cool loot.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, cool. When's my Left 4 Dead Warhammer, by the way? The one with the guards?
Oh, I think that's next year.
Oh.
Yeah, we hope.
God, it looks so good.
It literally just has to be able to beat Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
That's it. It just has to be... It just has control as well, or control better.
Let's see here. The only thing the Monster Queen did then was to watch it all happen.
Holy I'm sorry. Side note. Animatronics have become a very long way.
Yeah.
Like, thanks Japan for making all the other ones look like casuals.
Are you talking about the Gundam one?
No, I'm talking about the one for Belle, for Beauty and the Beast.
That's...
I thought you were
get ready for this. While her planet was literally blown up in all directions. Wait, what?
No, Sneaky, that's probably just
by a shaped charge.
An English language error. Like, the planet got Krypton. That's what happened.
No, the planet was literally blown up in all directions by some huge metal ball with a death laser.
You leave the Empire out of this.
Don't get her wrong. Rimuru by no means wanted the civilization of the created planet, and thus the life on it to be devastated by evil forces? That's the sentence. Don't get her wrong.
My mind went like into blank mode. What?
This is the sentence. Don't get her wrong. Rimuru by no means wanted the civilization of the created planet and the life on it to be devastated by evil forces.
Oh, so what they wanted to say was, Rimuru did not want to destroy people. They're not really.
I no, because she made the planet and then people existed on it or something. I don't know.
Me no English.
Yeah, I'm really not understanding what this sentence is supposed to say. As the stated situation had been occurring. What? What?
What is going on?
It had been occurring.
As the stated situation had been occurring back then.
I don't think my English is good enough to make sense of this.
What? Rimuru stared at the scene of the cataclysm with sadness in her amber eyes.
Wait, what happened to the honey?
Yeah, she got rid of the honey.
Gone.
She got rid of the honey like 10,000 years ago. She just yeeted that honey out of her eyes.
Yeah, come on, get with the times.
Keep up, come on, Krill, keep up.
I can't believe I'm stuck in 2020 while these guys are in 2021.
These weird asides would make a lot more sense if there was some sort of framing device where we could figure out who's telling the story. Yeah.
That's fair.
True.
However, our blue-haired beauty realized that interference would result in consequences. Full life consequences. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't put that in. I wish.
Okay, I was about to say.
That would arrive over time. Wait, what?
This has to be written by a drunk person. Like you have to be drunk.
What? However,
yeah, either drunk or machine translating.
This has got to be machine translated.
It's either the guy got so
I
drunk.
refuse to accept that there is a human being alive that could translate this badly.
Yo, can we reverse translate to other languages to see if something fucking like looks like it's halfway makes sense?
Well, no, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, we'd have to know the other
Vietnamese
languages.
crystal is a great example of why that doesn't work.
What the
Yeah.
Oh
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Classic.
What do you mean, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Steam homepage, and the very first thing I see is Anime World of Warships?
Oh yeah.
It's a
Base.
Huh?
Yeah, that is actually the first thing I see too.
Wait, no, I
hang
see
on.
Koei Tecmo Weekend. What are you guys seeing?
There's also
Yeah, I see Koei Tecmo.
Let me
burning down and taking
The High School Fleet returns to... Wait, this is returning?
wait.
I love games.
What is High School Fleet?
Hang on. It's an anime.
Yeah, hold on. a second.
Yeah, obviously, but...
Why?
I'm
can't
not
even
finding
find
anything
this
for High School. Wait. Yeah, I'm not finding anything for High School.
Yeah.
Wait, is this
Max, I
under
don't know what
Comey?
you're talking about. I tried looking it up.
No,
I mean, there's a World of Warships DLC, or what, DLC.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
For High School Fleet.
The popular High School Fleet anime series is collabing with World
Yeah.
of Warships again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you see,
don't
that
know.
would explain
Many
why I
collabs.
didn't get it. It's because World of Warships is blocked on my Steam.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't blame you.
Because it's a garbage company.
Yeah.
Also a garbage game.
Welcome to World of Warships,
Also true.
Captain.
Yeah, so
Imagine not being able to hit enemy tanks in a World of Tanks because they don't show up on your radar system, even though you have eyes on them.
I can see it. I can see it. But it's not on my
Oh.
radar, so it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Honestly, I think the only time I would ever try World of Warships is if they went total weeb mode and we're just like, all right, we're doing a fucking like Azure lane.
They did.
They did.
Yeah,
They
I know,
did.
but they gave you the normal ship. It
Well,
was
just like a cosmetic.
like I said, total weeb mode. They're like, we're doing an Azure Lane or a Cetera crossover, except all of the ships are anime girls. Let's go.
Yeah,
listen, you've got glowing blue hexagonal force.
Exactly.
You've got artillery guns shooting lasers. Listen, they do that. I am
like full on blue steel crossover. Let's fucking go. We're anime ships fighting each other. Let's fucking go.
No,
listen, they had that for an April Fool's event like 5 years ago.
Well, I can't imagine.
Wow, why didn't they keep it? That sounds way better than
wargaming is fucking retarded.
Listen,
makes sense.
You let me listen. If someone were to make anime World of Warship, right? Like, I get to design like my
Honestly,
ship girl.
Companies should just hire me because I can't apparently come up with the best fucking ideas.
Rather than hire you, what they should do is treat you like the Oracle of Delphi.
Yeah.
Shove you in a basement and occasionally feed you and wait to see what pops out.
That's fair enough. I could live with that.
Occasionally feed him? Wow, that's too much.
Yeah, that's, kind of bourgeoisie there, dude. Come on.
Only his corpse, really, honestly.
No. Listen, he's already practically a corpse. Do you really want to push your luck?
Yes.
No, I know he wants to push his luck. I'm saying the company doesn't.
Look, all I'm saying is I have no problem telling someone that their idea is fucking dumb to their face, and then coming up with something way better on the spot that will sell way better as well.
Oh yeah, gone.
Yeah.
I am.
Why has Arpeggio of Blue Steel not gotten more seasons? Damn it.
Honestly, yeah. Okay. No game, no life 2. Let's fucking go. Come on.
No, Sneaky. There's hope for that because we are finally getting The Devil as a Part-Timer season 2.
I know, but what?
Wait, what? That was announced?
Yeah. It got announced.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm actually hyped. There's some really great and stupid shit that happens in the light novels past that point.
There's some basic
stupid
stuff.
I love it. It's such a fucking stupid story. I love it. But so I'm just saying, fucking people should hire me. Like, goddamn, I come up with better fucking plot. Like, it's not even like, gotta rapidly change everything in this story. It's like, nah, just don't be fucking dumb. Here's some not dumb suggestions. You don't have to change anything. Just stop purposely being stupid.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah, if only, right? But you keep hiring this person who demands a 7-figure salary, and they keep telling you to do the stupidest shit possible. Yeah, okay. Cringe. Speaking of which, did you hear that the CEO of Blizzard's getting a $200 million bonus for how well WoW did? But they also...
Did you hear he's getting that bonus despite the fact that 200 people are being laid off total from the company? Like,
yeah.
And then, Sneaky, did you then hear about the group of mass defections from people just like, hey, I heard that there's like 4 studios started by ex-Blizz devs. What if we went there?
Not just ex-Blizz devs, the founders, the ex-founders of Blizzard.
Well, no, 3 of them are run by founders. One of them's just run by like the lead designer for the last like 20 years. Like,
so effectively,
no one special.
Yeah, just effectively.
I would say technically not a founder, but like close enough.
Yeah, no, it's just like, bro, Blizzard, what the fuck are you doing? Just fucking hire me.
Here's the thing.
Look, I'll do. Just give me like $100K per year, and you can just come to me and be like, yo, is this idea dumb? I'll be like, fucking rejected. Get the fuck out of here.
Here's how you make it better, by the way.
Also, I heard some people complaining there wasn't enough cool shit, so I don't know, like, add some coloring or something to a template that's already been made or whatever. Just stop doing this stupid shit. Fuck's sake. And speaking of which,
you're asking them to do something really hard there.
I know, but it's kind of frustrating / funny to me because I followed the development of like Shadowlands, for example, because I was really hoping it was going to be good, and then it wasn't. I was following the development of Shadowlands, and stuff that people were saying during the alpha of like, oh, this system isn't good, here's X, Y, and Z legitimate reasons this will cause, people to, not do X, Y, or Z, and this will cause people to do X, Y, or Z, and like a whole litany of reasons that aren't just like, oh, we hate it. It's like, no, this will actively cause player interactivity to go down, and etc. And they were getting this feedback in the alpha. And so what did Blizzard do? They shut down the beta forms.
Yeah, I would say they like...
shut down the beta feedback forms. And then in 9.1, the most recent patch they just released, they're implementing some of those alpha suggestions.
Yeah, no, well, Sneaky, it's like why does the Epic Game Store not show user reviews? Because if they did that, guess what?
Ooh.
You would see that, oh, hey, this game got 100,000 reviews on the Epic Game Store. It got 200,000 on Steam. I guess where we know it sold better then.
That too, but also at the same time, why does the Epic Game Store still, what are we now, 4 years in, not have a fucking shopping cart?
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
Like, I want Steam to have competition because I support true capitalism.
Yeah.
The free market in action.
But like, oh my god, did you hear all the stuff that's come out of the lawsuit, by the way?
The Apple game, Epic, it's been cringe. Okay, let's be real, it's been cringe on both sides.
It's been immensely
both sides are in the wrong, and I want both sides to lose.
Like, I want a judge to be like, you're both idiots, get out of my room.
You're both idiots, you owe the entire nation of America $1.
This is apparently Epic is once again promising a shopping cart this year.
Oh, once again.
This article is like, no doubt Valve is looking cautiously over its shoulder at the improving Epic. I'm like, I doubt it.
No doubt Valve is looking cautiously at a program that is going on 5 years in development, finally getting a shopping cart.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, and like, right, like, did you see, like, the best, my favorite part of this whole lawsuit is Epic has been like, the Epic Game Store is going to be making money by 2023. And Apple's like,
Wow.
not based on this internal data, it's not going to make money till 2027 at the soonest.
Are they losing like $200 million a year?
They are
no, it's more than that.
They are bleeding money.
Yeah,
so
last
hard.
I saw was like $230 million every
Oh,
year.
it's so much more than that. Well, no, cause they lost more than that because
they added
this year,
I'm sorry.
This year alone, they have already given out $440 million in promised incentives.
Yeah.
This year alone.
Yeah.
Oof.
By the way, I just learned apparently they put in wish lists before the cart.
You can get a fucking
wish list.
but you can't buy
Got
shit
in.
together.
Amazing.
Jesus Christ. See, the worst part about the whole shopping cart thing is like, oh, but everyone has one. It's like, yeah, you know why everyone has a shopping cart? Like, even the most basic website has a shopping cart. Because I actually programmed shopping carts before for websites. It is, by far, one of the easiest things I've ever done making that website work. The shopping cart is so fucking easy to program. It's not even funny. And so the fact that this fucking store still doesn't have a shopping cart. And to top it off, not only does it not have a shopping cart, if you buy too many games in the same day, you get banned.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
People were getting banned because it was triggering something in their security system that they were buying too many things in too short a period.
Yeah.
During sales.
Because the shopping cart wasn't a thing, they had to buy each thing individually. So during sales, people would be like, oh, well, I want to buy these like 13 games that I've been looking at. And they would buy all 13 games, and they would get an email like an hour later saying that they've been banned and their account's been locked because they've been detected with suspicious behavior. And it's like, yeah, I only bought something 13 fucking times because you don't have a fucking shopping cart.
It's
Oh my god.
it's absolutely hilarious to me that people continue like. As far as competition goes, more competition is always a good thing.
Like, I can't believe
I'm allowed to shit on you when you're worse than Ubisoft and EA's storefronts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't believe
which they
I'm about
improved within
to
2
say
years.
this.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
They massively improved within 2 years. Epic Game Store is coming up on 3 or 4 now.
Yeah.
5, isn't it?
It's 5 now, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh my god.
Yeah, the Epic Game Store is around
2016.
Yeah, 2016, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so planets exploding and all that fun shit, right? You know.
Oh yeah, that we were talking about that.
And Ramiru was like, "Wow, I really hate the fact that my planet's exploding, but I don't want to do anything about it."
Oh well.
That's
That's the society we live in.
not
That's
accurate.
Yeah. So anyway, blah 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 blah. Ramiru couldn't hate the invaders because they blew up a planet that she created because they had the right to evolve that way.
That's
sure, but counterpoint.
Counterpoint, that's my planet, get off my lawn.
It's your fucking planet with creatures that you presumably created.
Yeah, presumably.
Where was their chance to evolve?
Apparently she's a very extreme Darwinianist. Where
if they can't defend themselves from mass genocide, they don't deserve to live.
Yeah, if you can't just immediately evolve a counter to a death laser from space, then do you really deserve to be alive?
No, clearly not. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. 1, 2, done.
What, you guys didn't already develop Gundams and Psycho Frames to just defend the planet?
Oh,
I don't want to defend you then.
Yeah,
what am I wasting my time with you for then?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, come on, get with the times.
It can be compared to being a ghost watching the living, because no one had any idea that they were being watched by the most powerful being in existence.
No, that's not akin to being a ghost. That's akin to being a god.
However, she began to feel bored.
Akin to setting /game mode spectator.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
The monotony of days came with the passage of time and the amber-eyed beauty. Yeah, I guess we just threw the honey out now.
Yeah, because they realized it would look like shit.
Yeah, this episode is not sponsored by honey.com.
This episode is not sponsored by honey.
This podcast is, however, sponsored by the Honey Dev
Shadow
Honey Pod.
Legends.
Okay, wait, hear me out. Raid Shadow Legends DLC for Honey Pop.
You know what? They might go for it.
Yeah, I think they'd actually do that. Like, no cap.
They might. Don't give them ideas unless we're benefiting from it.
True.
Sell them the idea. Why not just type "it's like being a ghost" instead of whatever that abortion of a sentence was? Well, you see, the author likes words.
Yes.
They like their
These
word
words
count
are
being
made
large.
of word.
Yeah, yes, these words are made of letters. Blah 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 blah. It's okay. So yeah, stuff anyway. Consequences, which created the first planet, saving it from once, as she created her first planet, saving it from oppression contributed to its downfall or many negatives. The beings on the planet believe that the beings on the planet began to believe. Yep, they began to worship her as a god.
That
amazing.
You
created
first of all, the planet.
You kind of are.
I can't believe these people worship me as a god. Well, what'd you do? Well, I made their planet, I made their civilization, I made their entire species, and I protected them from every negative thing that could happen to them.
And you thought they would treat you as what? The Tooth Fairy?
It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that qualifies.
By every conceivable metric, you are in fact.
All I did was act like a god. I don't understand why I'm being worshipped as one.
I can't stand that the narrator constantly addresses the audience every second. Just fucking narrate the story. Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
this was
Slime
bad.
kind of addresses the audience pretty frequently. Like,
This is the best part here, right? They began to worship her as a god who would protect them from all evil. This was bad because it hindered their evolution, because they relied on her whenever things happened. Okay, so but here's my confusion. What is she protecting them from? So say hypothetically you create a civilization, and everyone in this civilization has historical, living historical documents of proof that there is in fact not only a god, but this god will actively come in and stop anything bad from ever happening. Like, consistently, nothing bad ever happens because the god actively is like, nope, no more tornadoes, no more earthquake, no more hurricane, no more army, no more crime, no more stealing, no more murder. Nothing bad ever happens. And you're like, man, I can't believe they think I'm going to protect them from all evil. It's like...
Well, right, and, like, here's the thing. I could understand...
Yeah.
And not only that...
Like, if they were just starting out, right? Like, I could understand, right?
Just
like,
starting out, yeah.
Oh, they're not evolved enough to know what the warning signs of a volcano are. I'm going to stop the volcano from erupting.
That's fair.
Like,
or,
sure, I can
alternatively,
understand that.
give one of them a pre-motion that the volcano is going to explode and they should run away.
Yeah, right, like, do stuff like that, and then as they get more advanced, slowly taper it off so that they just go, oh, the person who saw the volcano was going to explode didn't actually get a vision from the Lord. They just, went up and they were like, boy, this seems erupty today.
Tell me you don't understand evolutionary theory in one sentence. Yeah, I know, right? This was bad, as stopping all evil hindered their evolution since they relied on her when attacks occurred again. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, what does that mean when attacks occurred again? Does that mean, like, they didn't know how to fight at all anymore? Like, who was fighting them then? Like, what does attacks occurred again mean? Like, other aliens attacking them? Because, again, if you're on a planet where God directly stops every bad thing from ever happening, then no one's gonna be a criminal. It's like, the second you fucking take out a knife and you're gonna go stab someone, God appears in front of you and it's just like, nope, no more knife for you. And it's like, well, okay, I'm not gonna do crime ever again. If some fucking omniscient, omnipotent being is gonna appear in front of me and stop me every time.
Sneaky, I figured it out. There was one guy who kept committing crimes because he desperately wanted to try to date God.
Ah, yes, I see the Sims approach.
If dead people keep happening in my house, I'll finally get a chance to hook up with the Grim Reaper, says every Sims player.
Kiara be like, yes, suicide time.
I think we don't talk about the worst Hollow EN member here.
That was oof. No, I mean,
she did play Sims and she did make Kali.
As I did, as I said in the SDM server, as much as I can dislike Kiara for a lot of things, I do have to appreciate that she is the leakiest fucking pipe in existence, and she has said so much shit that Hollow Live did not want any of their members to say.
What do you mean?
Stuff like, oh yeah, management is stopping us from collabing with Coco. Management's stopping us from doing this. Management banned this person.
I mean, the Coco thing, Coco said herself.
Yeah, Coco said that one.
I know Coco said herself. I'm just saying, like, other shit like, what was the most recent thing? Oh yeah, she outlined what manager manages who. She was talking about how management asked them to not curse as much or put a limit on how many curse words they say per stream.
Yeah.
The Americans say no.
The management at one point also told Gura and Ame that if they were going to do a collab stream, they could only play the games that management told them they could play, not the games that they could play because of permissions, but only what management specifically picked out for them for their collab.
Yeah, like the more we learn about like
It's like, bruh, Kiara, I don't think you should be saying all of this.
like the more we learn about like Hololive, the more we're like, yeah, no wonder you idiots haven't come to America before. You've no idea how to run Americans.
No, you really don't. Or Austrians.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Or Canadians.
I mean, Canadians are basically Americans, but, you know, wrong.
More polite. Wait, I mean, that's kind of sums up Ina.
As we said, wrong.
So wait, is this monster Bent doing this because she's bored? Yeah, she's making planets because she's bored and playing God because she's bored. And then killing people because she's bored as well, yes. She's doing all of this out of boredom because she's like, man, I haven't played Spore in over 100,000 years. So I'm gonna go play some real-life Spore or something, I guess.
Wait, how did Carl Weezer get in this game?
Yeah, so anyway, with her previous interference, Rimuru only wanted to push them into a good direction, not change their entire structure of being. You stopped all bad things from ever happening, period. And you were like, yes, with my infinite intellect, I will stop all bad things from ever happening, and this will only induce minor changes to society.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. Nor could Rimuru hate the invaders because they attacked a planet she created. They too had a right to evolve. Blah blah blah. She was bored, blah blah blah, bored. She was still bored. And then she was surprised one day when she felt a special connection between dimensions occur. When this message processed in her brain, what? She immediately felt an inflow of positive energy named happiness. What? And Rimuru left everything behind, moving on. The girl visited several planets there, some of which were full of evil creatures, and on some of which normal people lived. And after all of her travels, the Queen of Monsters still maintained her status as the strongest, as she killed everything that she encountered. Whether it was an evil god or Satan himself, unfortunately there was no difference. She killed them all. It was effortless.
Doom music plays.
What? I don't know how this author is trying to communicate. Yeah, I know, right? I don't understand.
Well, they're certainly making an attempt. It's just,
Has she never felt happiness before and is just realizing what it was? Yeah, apparently. Huh? She opened her eyes slowly as she traversed another universe through the portal. Wait, what portal?
The portal.
The portal that comes out of her ass.
I guess, yeah.
You know, just like her solution to every problem.
She flew past a rather interesting planet, from where a mysterious power different from the usual was coming from. Chakra really is not that different.
What is the usual supposed to be? Obviously,
magic,
I know it's supposed to be magic.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be magic, but like author, you don't just like.
You know, it's the usual. Right? You know,
that
she went into the restaurant and got her usual. Well, what's the restaurant? What the fuck's the usual?
Like, right? Like if this was someone in the Star Wars universe. Right, they go by some planet with actual magic, and they go, hang on a minute, that's not the Force, that's something else. Fine, maybe I could understand that, but this isn't even a universe where there's a widely accepted power system, like, because there's not an established universe. There's a planet with some magic.
There's a planet. It was an interesting planet. It wasn't magic, however, as the energy was similar to magic. But it was like spiritual life energy, she thought.
What?
Oh, I'm so glad you cleared up that confusion. It's not magic, it's spiritual life energy. Fucking.
No, hang on a minute. I am 90% certain that is literally what it's been described as.
What, magic?
Like spiritual life energy.
No,
it's literally what it's.
In slime, magic's actually a particle.
Oh, that's right. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm getting the isekais confused.
Nah, it's no problem.
I mean,
they all
you and
kind of
everyone
blend
else.
together into a ball of mediocrity
Yeah, it really does.
after a
Kind
while.
of,
Yeah, that's just isekai.
Yeah. As if it had a similar sensation to magic, but a completely different structure. Okay, yeah. It's like that time that you walk up to the police station. You're like, wow, this feels like a donut shop, but it's a completely different building.
It's some kind of bagel shop. Hey.
What?
It's the inverse of donut
how
shop.
is it that Melody says it? Bagel? Yeah, she says bagel.
Yes.
Bagel.
Some sort of bagel.
I'm gonna get a bagel. Doubles down on bagel.
I love that fucking clip because it's like, you really say it? No. How do you like your coffee? Do you like it with a bagel? Yeah, I like it with a bagel.
As she realizes that she, like, it's so wonderful to see the realization of someone go, oh no, I'm wrong. I'm very wrong.
And then she gets too excited by the idea of favorite food. Do you like sesame on your bagel?
Sesame Street.
Oh, God. She is something else as well. I don't watch her, but, you know, I try to keep up with her. Like, if I'm the dude who finds the Higgs boson, I'd be like, yo, well, that's so fucking cool. I wouldn't be like, ah, yes, that's the thing, I guess. That's fair enough. Fuck off, Ready Refresh. So, Ready Refresh is a water company, and they failed at delivering my water yesterday. And I was like, yo, hey, you guys didn't deliver my water yesterday. They're like, what? We're very deeply sorry. Your water was not delivered yesterday. We can reschedule you for Monday. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, it's fine, whatever, you know, as long as you're not charging me for yesterday. And so normally they text you the day before to be like, yo, reminder. And it's a pretty, like, informal one, too. It's like, yeah, reminder that tomorrow is water delivery day, so be sure to have any extra bottles out for, you know, pickup. And the fucking text message I just got from them now is, we would like to formally remind you in advance that there will be a delivery on 26 for your water. If you would please, process all empty bottles and place them outside. And she's like, bro, you don't have to treat me like I'm some fucking dipshit. You're the ones that failed to fucking put the water out. Fucking cunts. We're gonna blame you for not getting the water you didn't get delivered.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so anyway, so you saw two people fighting in space, and she analyzed everything. And one guy was old, and the other guy was a woman, who was pretty and stuff. And then something flashed in her memory, and she associated with a strange symbol on the person's back. I love how she can't remember, founding a nation and all the people that she raised as successors, but she totally fucking remembers Naruto from before she died.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember this massive retard.
Yeah, so, the fruit of the divine tree, stupid old man who was not only must achieve godhood. Yeah, so these two guys are fighting. You fools, you think you could rival real Suki in power are laughable. She clicked that she remembered something. She remembered the plot of Naruto.
Oh no. She remembered all 700 episodes.
Yeah, apparently.
And all the filler.
Yeah, all the filler too. The young girl didn't like the newcomer's evil intentions, so she would just kill him. At least that's how she recalled it. However, the old man was going to die, and while she disliked violence, she decided to step in. And so the old man's like, oh man, I'm going to lose. Any last words? Evil villain laugh. And then suddenly, the villain died. and Rimuru showed up and saved him. And she's like,
okay.
You know, you shouldn't hit the elderly, and then punched him into the void. And she's like, bye, as he flew off into the distance. And then she turns to the old man and is like, wow, he was sure hard to beat. After punching him 3 times. And everything ookie, old man? She said in kind tones. Yes, thank you, young lady. And he eyed the young girl suspiciously, having no idea that she was older than him. Nah, no problem. My name is Rimuru. I am Hagomoro Otsuki.
I am the literal dictator of this village, and I'm very, very frightened of the power you just displayed. Please go home.
No,
Hagomoro Otsuki is the sage, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, he might as well be. By the way, apparently there's something in Boruto with Otsutsuki like possessing Boruto or something.
Yeah,
No one gives a shit.
No one cares.
Honestly.
Fuck is that?
Apparently they've changed authors like 3 times now.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
What a twist.
Why couldn't we just have a nice little? Here's what happened. They went on some adventures. Nothing was too terribly dangerous because let's be honest, their parents probably got rid of every extraordinarily dangerous thing.
Sasuke literally wanders the world doing such. Yes.
Oh, this is cringe. I love it.
He was banned from the village. Like, Sasuke, you only get to come back for 10 days after you stop a world-ending threat, and you get to come back and bring me proof. Then you get a 10-day leave in the village.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with it. And the worst part is that Kishimoto was so ready for it to be done. He was like, my work is done. I completed it. I didn't get everything out that I wanted to because they told me to finish it, but it's done.
Yeah, I love that part. They told me to finish it, but then they make a sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Well, no, because Sneaky, they needed it to end because past a certain point, things get too long and convoluted, and it's more effective to start something new.
Okay,
right, but
here's
it got
the problem
more convoluted because they told him to compress it.
Yeah. Oh, here's the other problem with that. One Piece and Conan.
Yeah, it's also true.
Case closed. Is still running. One Piece is still running.
Yeah.
Way past the amount of time Naruto ran.
But those are exceptions, not the rule.
Why wasn't Naruto the exception as well then?
I don't know.
Especially since he managed to find his the Fourth Great War started, and you could tell he lost his stride. Then when he starts finding it, they tell him to wrap it up, and you can see exactly where they told him to start wrapping it up. Because again, we missed events off screen.
Why does he have a giant DNA sword? What do you mean he has a giant DNA sword? Page 64.
No, Sneaky, that was me to you, Sneaky. Oh. Did I miss a chapter last week? What? What do you mean? There's a DNA sword. What do you mean there's a DNA sword?
That just happened. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have a giant DNA sword.
And then 2 pages later, it's a good thing I summoned this sword. It's like, when did you summon it, though?
Because I summoned this DNA sword while you were off screen.
He stole it from Devil May Cry.
Oh, that is a sword I thought they would
our
use.
next up story is Legend of Zelda and a Ruby crossover.
Oh, not another one.
I believe the last one we looked at was kind of not great.
Yeah, it was not. This is called the Twin Heroes of Remnant. Courage, power, and wisdom. These 3 forces have been guided light and darkness to clash against each other for centuries upon centuries. Yet this time, the 3 are on the side of the light. How will this change things? Will the wielder of power accept his destiny, or will he change his destiny? Why are the forces of darkness changing too? Only time will tell. This is the worst fucking summary in existence. Not only does it tell us already all of the plot twists, but then it also asks redundant questions like, will the hero be a hero like the other 2 companions?
He's gonna do
the story is called The Twin Heroes. Will the third hero stay a hero?
And they're going to become British and do crime.
Will the two heroes be heroes? Will the third hero stay a hero? What's the story called? The Two Heroes.
Rename it to the two heroes, and the third hero maybe is the hero.
Name it the Two Heroes, but in the summary ask the question, will the third hero stay a hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So anyway, this is an adventure
romance. I would say
heroes.
that's like when the Three Musketeers is labeled Three Musketeers, but you spend half the book with Four Musketeers.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah,
I wonder when we're going to get to Three Musketeers.
Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna
one
go
of them
down.
got arrested for child porn, so they had to retcon it.
I'm sorry, Arn, but I just heard the word arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, you would hear that, wouldn't you?
I would hear that, yes.
You, Sneaky, you seem to be having a problem hearing Gura in everything.
Okay, look, it's actually not my fault, because she does the exact same shit.
Okay, but Sneaky, she is doing a bit and repping a brand.
I'm aware, that's my point, though. Is
I would say,
I'm watching the streams where she is putting Gura in front of everything.
I would say, here's the thing. I'm just worried that at this point, you're going to just become a religious zealot again.
No, I'm only a religious zealot for Helix stuff.
I mean...
Praise be Helix.
He's going to become irreligious zealot.
You say that, but like... Look, just don't start another church, okay?
I would only start another church if the first church didn't work out, and since I haven't started the first church yet, you don't have to worry about starting another one. New fanfiction rule: do not have the answers to your questions in your summaries at the title of the story answers. Yeah, I know, right? New rule in general, basically, like, don't have your story be the death of Alderaan, and then in your summary be like, will the Alderaan planet survive?
Alderaan gets redecorated. Will Alderaan survive?
Listen, 90s anime has solved this conundrum for a long time with that one specific Dragon Ball Z outro.
No.
Will Goku defeat Frieza? Find out next time in Frieza Defeated.
Oh, yeah. Will Goku defeat Frieza? Find out on next episode, Frieza Defeated.
No, even better. Will Goku defeat Frieza? Find out on the next episode. The death of Goku.
The death of Goku. Yeah.
See, that would have been even better.
Part 7.
Yeah, well, I mean, the easier to fix that is just add a question mark.
Part 7. Goku goes to hell for cigarettes.
Goku goes to the special place in hell for talking on his phone during the movies.
Goku screams for half an hour and then goes to hell.
Goku screams in hell. So anyway, this is a adventure romance story.
Wait, no, Sneaky. I just thought of something great.
Yeah.
A shit post.
Yeah.
Where damn it, who's the guardian of the underworld? Who's responsible for getting the souls back in there?
From Dota?
Yeah.
Visage.
Yeah, Visage just goes around the multiverse hunting down all the people who've escaped. Goku, you've escaped from hell. What? 343 times? What the fuck, man?
Basically, yeah.
Can't stop,
so anyway,
stop.
This story is featuring an OC times Ruby and an OC times Yang, separate OCs.
Good,
sure about that?
I guess?
Yes, I'm sure about that because it's listed as 2 different OCs.
I mean, I hate OCs, but on the other hand, at least it's different OCs.
At least it's not a harem. Yeah. It's got 187 chapters.
We don't know that yet.
187 chapters.
They're limited to only 4 characters in the thing.
At
right?
450,000 words, it's completed.
That's disgusting.
So I want you guys all to pause right here and listen to the next words I say. It has 444 favorites.
Oof.
It's a completed story sitting at 450,000 words, having been updated 187 times over the period of 1 year, and it only accumulated 400 favorites.
That's sad.
A story that Kilm and I made over the course of 2 months accumulated 700 favorites.
Yes, but it also got accused of cucking.
Yes, it got several accusations.
Yeah, a price must be paid.
You know, you gotta pay some prices sometimes, man. Jesus Christ. So, anyway, let's see. What's the reviews say for this story? I find it lazy to make characters accept things that break their worldview. Literally, you wrote, "Oh, that's neat. Totally blows my mind and everything, but that's okay, and it's not strange at all." I love this person's change over time. Chapter 1, interesting. Chapter 2, strange start. Chapter 3, I feel like your characterization is off a little bit. Chapter 4, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Honestly, this is pretty much this tends to be my progression through stories of like, all right,
look at the review.
I'm interested in the idea. Oh God, where's this going? Oh God, please stop. Why am I still reading this? I usually continue reading so that I can see the train wreck.
Oh boy. Chapter 14. These moblins are a pain in the butt. Chapter 22. Please, for the love of God, look up there versus there versus there.
Oh no.
Chapter 65. Wow, you are really lonely, aren't you?
I mean, Mans, you got a point.
Wait.
Here we go now. Let's face it, Summer will be the one they save. John's gonna be the heir descendant. Face it, we all knew that Summer was gonna be the one that was saved. I mean, seriously, who the fuck didn't see this coming? In the words of Soul Eater Excalibur, you are a fool. Chapter 1. Oh god, Link isn't an original character though. Oh no! Why did they list Link as an original character?
Oh no.
Because Sneaky. Because he's so out of character, he might as well be. It's right, the Dark Souls character's totally original.
Chapter 57. Put in the rest of the Gundams from 00.
No.
By
the way, it specifically sets in as Gundams, by the way. So all the Exia line.
Okay, listen. You leave. You can have Avalanche. You leave the rest of them alone.
Oh god.
What the?
I will never.
What the fuck is this? Quick question: will Sierra Khan be overthrown in the next Thor Gaiden?
That
Why
must be another
Thor
one of their
here?
stores. Wait, no, that's got to be another one of their stores or something, right?
No, because other people are mentioning Thor and having Phoenix champion. What is this story?
Oh wait, no, hang on.
It's been great reading this fic. Can't wait for your next masterpiece. Oh no. No, you do not get to reference Cowboy Bebop as a fucking review for this story, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry, what?
It's been one hell of a ride. Stay gold, Space Cowboy. Bang. You do not get to reference Cowboy Bebop as a This story was amazing. From all of the shit we have just fucking read, you do not get to slander Cowboy Bebop like this.
Like, look, I don't know. Like, people are entitled to their opinions, right? And not everything is everybody's cup of tea. But like, you have to be able to objectively judge the quality of thing, right? Like, there are games that I recognize have great stories. I just don't like them.
Oh yeah, like that one Mass Effect story we actually covered, where we were like, it was way too slow for us, but it was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
also, Aura has a point. The author has two fakes called Thor.
So
Alter.
people were just reviewing in his story, not related to it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not even Thor related.
Yeah.
It's fucking Digimon Ruby crossover.
So anyway,
I've seen that a few times.
Here's some other final chapter reviews. Thank you for this story. It was a nice ride. One that I enjoyed every moment of. So let us not say goodbye, but instead see you later.
like, here's the thing, right? Seeing people saying positive things about this guy, right? It makes me, like, worry about the taste of the people who liked mine and Max's story. Because I was
dude,
like,
I'm
did we actually do an okay job?
No,
and now I'm
wait,
just like,
no,
wait,
see, that
we probably
hang on,
didn't.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
I found someone very familiar on page 8 of the reviews.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh,
Alright, well,
baby!
We'll get
what
there.
is-
We'll get there.
Oh.
Great story. Hate to see it end here. Great ending to a long story. But the last 3 chapters felt a bit rushed. The end has finally come. I don't know why, but all of the fights feel underwhelming. Like, we saw some action, but it felt bland. It was missing something. It was intense, but it happened way too fast. Plus, we saw nothing of the fights. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something more. Excellent work. I've been here since chapter 30. Now it's time to say goodbye. Flawless victory, fatality.
I mean, listen, so far the only fatality I'm seeing is my brain cells.
Yeah,
Whoa!
well,
You wrote a Mortal Kombat death? Pierce wins, flawless victory, fatality! Jesus Christ. Are you okay? You haven't updated in a while. Everyone else. Yes, the water temple. Hey, why?
Yes, the Water Temple, the land of suffering.
Blah 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 blah. Gizmo Gear, fucking. Oh
No,
yeah.
Sneaky.
Hmm.
I've got it.
Oh.
It's a Naruto Legend of Zelda crossover. Naruto's Link's first
Jesus
words upon hearing
Christ.
he's going to the land of waves. They better not have a goddamn water
Oh
temple.
my god, he reviews every fucking chapter. Are you kidding me? Okay, up to chapter 31, this guy left a review.
yeah.
Literally, chapter 1 through 31, he left 1-sentence reviews.
That's
He,
I can't call it dedication.
Ganon gonna get his shit wrecked. This gonna be good. You old piggy bastard. He rich, boys. Jeez, it's like watching fucking Twitch chat leave reviews.
No, Sneaky. Twitch chat is at least self-aware.
Oh my
occasionally.
god. It is literally only him for like 2-3 pages.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, page 8 in the middle.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
We haven't
no,
done it
we've already
before.
covered this?
No, it's
No,
not
you might have
in the
just-
Discord. We have... Wait, no. The only time we linked it is today.
Yeah, but no, you don't understand.
So-
This is 2017. This is before the
I
Discord was
know.
invented.
Fair. I mean, if you've covered it, then most of us weren't here. Let's be real.
Oh, jeez.
I'm talking about me and like the 2 people sitting in chat.
I would say the only people who even show up to the damn show anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
What the What the fuck? I think I was drunk. Oh, wait, 2017, May 2017. Oh, yeah, I was hitting the vodka hard at that point.
I like that Sneaky can tell how drunk he was by month.
Yeah, no, that was...
You see, Sneaky, that's what most people would describe as a problem.
No, you see, May was when I got let go from the ICE job because they were so incompetent they couldn't figure out where they misplaced $500,000.
Okay, Sneaky, let's be real. The answer is your boss's bank account.
Oh, no, it was definitely in their bank account. Like, that was never
no
even a
one
question.
wanted to talk about.
Of all 40 people there that were being told they were being laid off because of it, the manager walked out and we all looked at each other and we're all in agreement and went into their bank account and everyone's like, yeah. Literally not a single person that they hired thought otherwise.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I was really fucking drunk in May. Let's see. Let's get this roast of a trash fire started. Yeah. I'm starting to feel it. That's how you introduce Zelda into this crossover. I was already sick of your idiotic, oh boy, let's do the thing that no one will ever guess. Let's put the Spaceberg next to the glowy circle. Thirdly, you don't throw demolition charges. They aren't grenades, they're precision explosives. Also true. Fourth off, explain the magic and science. Do not just go, oh hoy, we took magic and slammed some science on it. Now we have the portals. No one's ever gonna guess this. We are genius. Oh no. Is this the story that I think it is? With the two friends that were like building a portal in their garage?
Oh! I remember this pile of trash. Or at least that pile of trash.
Yes!
This might not be the
Where are
this
their
might
parents?
not be the same.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh.
It was this. I am remembering this story.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, it's coming back a bit.
Ah!
We're acquiring the deep lore.
Yeah. By the way, Sneaky.
Wasn't enough.
Fuck. I found you something if you don't want to do this one again.
No, I'm not doing this one again. I'm just saying.
I dropped you something in the Discord because holy fuck.
How exactly are they powering the? Yes, it's in the garage. Yes. The money, the tech. How have two teenagers acquired this? Yes. If we're gonna accept that these two hyper savants have somehow outclassed the government and private sector's funding in their garage. Yeah. I remember this.
Sneaky, you should add the updated review of I hated this story so much I forgot that I'd already slammed it. But checking my reviews revealed just how much I hate you.
No, that's the thing though, is I can't believe the coincidence that I checked the reviews on the one fic that I left a review on. Because I've left so many reviews. My reviews only go back to 2019.
Yep.
Yeah, when's that review dated? May what?
May 2017.
May 9th, 2017.
Yeah. It's a little bit off, yeah.
That's March. That's still March. Why do we do this bi-weekly again?
The show must go on.
The show must go on, Max.
Speaking of the show must go
continue.
on, I think it's about time for us to end this show.
The cycle demands
there's
blood.
23 minutes left.
Yeah, we got time.
No, there's not, Ard.
No, there is.
I really don't care for your reasoning of adding a fifth person to both teams. This breaks how the world works and is completely unnecessary and cliched. Even more cliched is your OCs getting it on with the two main characters. I'm sure I have more to criticize, but honestly, I don't care anymore. I think I got a response from this guy too, and then he blocked me.
Sounds about right.
Damn. Well, I'm glad I checked the reviews. Like, God, the freaking force from above was like, check the reviews, Sneaky. I'm like, all right, we gotta check these reviews.
Imagine how much time we might have wasted.
I know, right? We might have been here for like another hour.
Well, I mean, you reviewed chapter 2, so I think you did the second chapter back then.
I mean,
because there's like a prologue thing.
Yeah,
well,
I think that's what it was. Is we ended up reading like the prologue and being like, "There's fucking nothing here."
Yeah.
So what is this that you sent me here? Gamer of the Cure.
Yeah, I just went on FFN on the newly published thing.
All right.
Scroll like 2 inches. Oh.
Yeah.
Have some cringe.
Gamer of the Cure, a anime crossover with High School DxD. I am the plague.
Oh boy.
I am the rot. I bring about the decay of worlds. I am the plague doctor.
Yeah, alright, take a fucking pill, Nurgle, we get it.
Hold on, that's gonna be solved real quickly. Let me get some anti-plague liquid going here.
Oh, he has another story, which is honestly more edgy. Just look at their fucking...
Gamer of Destruction. Oh god. Okay.
Look at the fucking summary.
Alright.
I'd rather not.
First fic. Extremely OP main character, evil main character, gamer with the ability of Hakai?
That's a One Piece thing, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. The power wielded by the gods of destruction. Rated M for creativity.
No, I'm thinking of hockey. Yeah, Hakai is the Dragon Ball Super thing.
Rated M for creativity, no lemons.
Oh, he put his Discord tag in the first chapter. No.
Huh?
I would like to take this time to remind you, do not harass the authors. Don't contact them.
YouTube guidelines.
No matter how easy they make it to contact them, do not.
Does this man wait, this is the Condemned.
I'm sorry, they're still trying to charge $40 for the garbage pile that is Necromunda?
Yeah, they're trying to charge money for it.
How do you fuck up? I still don't understand how they fucked that up so badly. Like, can we take a moment to rant about how people can mess up game design? Sneaky.
It's honestly super easy. First off, you start off with developers who don't care about the project. Then you have an upper management who doesn't care about the project. And then you have pretty much no one who cares about the project, and you force them all to work really hard on stuff they don't know how to do. And you get a really shit product out of that just tries to print money, even though the key to success is actually giving a shit. Not that businesses understand what that is, apparently, these days.
I would say, like, so far my favorite... Right, everyone knows there's going to be a Knights of the Old Republic remake at this point, right? Like, the only person who hasn't confirmed it is BioWare and Disney themselves. But, like, everyone else in the industry is like, yeah, this is happening.
Hey, Atin, I'm gonna need you to really, fucking back off with that post of yours that is actively attacking me.
But, like, I saw someone. They had what I think may be the worst take I've seen so far. Someone said, turn-based games are really quite outdated and can be difficult for people to get into. The remake should definitely introduce an action-oriented combat to a Knights of the Old Republic remake.
That person should be crucified. Fucking Zoomers, man. I hate Zoomers. I fucking hate Zoomers so much.
Like,
instead of putting live-action combat in the remake, can I just get a new one with live-action combat and the remake still do the turn-based? Because that was pretty iconic of that game.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind a new Knights of the Old Republic if it played like, say, Jedi Knight, and not that stupid fucking Fallen Order nonsense.
Yeah.
Leave Fallen Order alone.
No, no. People act like it's the best Star Wars video game. It's not.
Oh God, no, it's not. But it's still a fun game.
I'm just like, Jedi Knight did everything Fallen Order wanted to do, but better, and without health bar. Well, let me rephrase that. Without visible health bars.
Man, Jedi Academy was good.
Well, not just Jedi Academy. Like, the whole Jedi Knight series is good.
I know, I just remember going over to my friend's house to play it.
Yeah.
You know? Those good old days.
But like, it's so infuriating.
It's the sort of issue I have with, like, on a lesser level, like Larian picking up Baldur's Gate 3. Where it's sort of like, I understand why you want to revive these old series and give them closure, but things have changed since then, you know? And while I still enjoy games like XCOM and how brutal it was with the original, I actually ended up enjoying the, I guess, a reboot with Enemy Unknown more than the original. Not entirely because it was easier, but like, I could just lay back and have more fun with it. You know, different time, different stresses. I'm not sure if it deserves the moniker of best Star Wars game ever, but it's decent, easier than Sekiro. Well, look, Sekiro is harder than a lot of things, okay?
Sekiro's problem is it's boring. After
once you figure out the systems, it's so boring because there's no creativity with it.
It wasn't even that for me. It was like, why am I having trouble with this when I really love Bloodborne and Neo and Dark? It's like, oh, because I only have one weapon.
Well, it's not only that, Max. It's because it only has
no. For me, that
dodge.
is it. That is literally all it is for me. I don't have creativity in builds. I got too used to having freedom of builds from
that's
other
sort
games.
Of my point, though, is like there's no freedom of fighting in Sekiro because you have 3 abilities: dodge, jump, parry. Anything you can dodge, you can't do parry or jumping. Anything you can jump, you can't parry or dodge. Anything you can parry, you can't jump or dodge. And
I mean, they did eventually kind of fix that with like, hey, you can parry stuff you're supposed to like dodge, but like, or like you can dodge stuff you're supposed to jump, but like, it's not enough.
The problem is that the skill tree was so fucked.
Yeah, that's it. It's more about mastering the mechanics because there's only one style. Yeah, I know there's only one style. That's sort of the problem, though, is like in similar games of that vein, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it was like, oh, well, if I dodge this direction, I don't have to parry their attack. I can get behind them and slap them, you know?
I'm aware there's only one style. That's not the problem here.
Yeah,
I went in expecting something that I got used to from this company, and I ended up hindering my enjoyment of the game.
Yes, we're not. It's not really an RPG. I'm
not saying it's a bad game. It's just I got too used to Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not saying there's no complaints about its RPG mechanics. Our complaint is that the type of game that is produced by that company of that genre is typically a free-form, semi-build your own character. I could understand you not being able to customize your appearance this time around, but like you had the same blade the entire time. You had the same fighting style the entire time. You only could deflect, parry, or dodge, and you could only do it on certain moves. There was nothing to learn beyond mechanics. There was no moment where you were like, oh, well, in Dark Souls, it turns out you can actually dodge this one attack if you're using this one shield with this one build, and you can do a special, fucking finisher from the front with it, and it makes the boss way easier. And because you experimented with it, you discovered that, and that was cool. But with this, it's literally just like, the boss will do this attack. If you don't respond in this way, then you die. It's like, oh, wow, that's not fun at all.
If I'd been told to go at it like a character action game, I probably would have been fine.
Yeah, well,
because it's a character action game. These moves can have to be handled this way. These moves are handled that way. If you get far enough in your skill tree, you can then parry what used to be a dodge. You can dodge what used to be a parry.
Yeah.
And like the other thing that was disappointing, like they spend all this time building up certain things, and you get them, and they do not. Like the Mortal Blade is the most. What does the Mortal Blade do? It lets me kill bosses that I couldn't kill before because mechanics, not because I couldn't.
Well, no, it was story.
Yeah,
no, I know
mechanics.
It's story. Like I understand
credit where credit's due. They did a good job of instilling mechanics with the story.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, they did.
But
that part
like
was good, right? But like they spend all this time hyping up the Mortal Blade and the amount of how powerful it is and how strong it is, right? And then you get the combat art, and the combat art is literally useless.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like stuff like the equipment you unlock, like Firecracker or Kunai, or just like literally any of it. It's like, oh, so I set them on fire and that like stuns them, right? Only on certain enemies. Oh, so I use the Firecracker and that like distracts them, right? Only on certain enemies. Oh, so what does it like actually do? Well, only on very specific enemies that you don't really know about until you do it to all of them. Does it actually stun them and allow you to get an attack off? On the rest of them, it just gives you the idea that you could get the attack off, but in the end, they counter you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, I would say, like...
Yeah, Firecracker and Shuriken seem like the way to go in that game.
Like, Firecracker was the most universally useful, because it could interrupt just about everyone.
Yeah. And it's just like...
Firecracker can interrupt Ishin, for God's sake.
It's so fucking boring. Yeah,
yes.
It's so fucking boring, because it's just like, oh boy, Firecracker, they got the stab off on him.
Like,
Firecracker got the stab off on him.
If they had made the tools more like another weapon, and not a tool.
Oh, I have the perfect example for that. Metal Gear Rising. You had one main weapon, but your tool set was extra moves based on inputs, and you had an entire sub branch of weapons that you could bind to get new combos. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Also,
well, and like if you,
I want to give Sekiro this. I haven't had a parry feel is that good since Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I will give Sekiro that. It was when you did get those parries off. They were really fucking good. I really enjoyed the animations on them. I really enjoyed the kill shot animations. There was some moments in that game that I really enjoyed, but when you just boiled it down, it just became square to square hole, circle to circle hole, triangle to triangle hole. And occasionally you press this one button to flip the table and throw a firecracker at them. It's like, wow, this is riveting fucking gameplay.
Movement was pretty fun.
And not only that, it would be one thing if like the mechanics of the game itself would be indicative of what you were supposed to do. And this was for a while, like I really had a lot of trouble with the big fat boss dude that you fought at the beginning. Because he would be doing this, like, overhanded swing attack that, slamming down. I'm like, oh, well, I can just sidestep that, right? No, you can't sidestep that because he magnetizes to you. And it's not obvious you're supposed to parry it. It's like you just have to fail until you figure out which attack goes to which counterattack. And then you progress to the next attack, and then you keep failing until you figure out which counterattack goes to that one. Because there's only one that's indicative, and you jump when it turns red. And that's the only one I fucking remember, and even that gets changed later on once you get to a certain weapon art, where you can parry strong attacks. And it's just like, wow, this is so fucking riveting.
Yeah.
Like, I hope if they make a second one, they give you a little bit more variety with what you can do. Like, right? Like, I was so excited when I found out there was there's a spear, right? There's a right? There's a poison blade. I was like, oh, cool. Do I get to use like a poison blade with a new set of moves and like shorter range, but I can rack up poison on them over time?
Yeah.
No. Or there's a spear. I was like, cool. I'm gonna get a spear, and the spear's gonna have an entirely different set of moves. No, the spear is absolutely useless, and it does fucking nothing.
Or this is other shit you could really include in there if you really wanted to lean into the mechanics aspect. Have one weapon like side daggers or something really lean into the parry aspect of the game. If you feel really good at parrying shit, use the side daggers, and that lets you parry pretty much everything but jump attacks, right? And maybe their range is shorter, they do less damage, and you have to rely more on building up instability on them.
Well, yeah, no, I was gonna say, right, like
there's
side daggers,
ways.
right? You
So
have
many ways
you have a better
that.
parry window,
right?
And you do more parry, you do more stability damage, but you have garbage range, and you do way less health damage,
right?
Because it's a dinky little dagger.
And it's just like there was so many options they could have gone with, especially if they wanted to just stick to the ninja stuff. There's so much they could have gone with, and they were like, nope, one weapon, 3 mechanics.
Also, just a side note, we never got a gun.
The biggest disappointment, honestly.
I was wrong. Listen, don't get me wrong. Like, I will forever give the true ending of the game, right? Far and away one of the best boss fights ever.
Yeah.
Period.
No,
I'll say,
yeah,
right?
it was really good. Yeah.
Far and away one of the best boss fights ever.
But that's
right?
only because of this cinematic setup they had for it, not because of the mechanics.
No, right. I'll say that, right? Mechanically, it was enjoyable, right? Because the first fate, right? It's a true test of your whether or not you have mastered the game's systems, right?
Yeah.
It's a test. It's a true test of whether or not you have mastered what the game presents to you. And there's lots of stuff in there that's cool as hell, right?
Right. Yeah.
You knock the first health bar off Ishin, and he pulls a spear out of nowhere and starts dual handing a spear and a sword at you, and you're like, oh, I see. So that's why that everybody thinks that spear I got was so dope, because Ishin made it dope.
Yeah.
Because he had it.
And when he busts the pistol out and starts, right, and he fans the hammer at you, like, that's a cool moment.
Yeah.
And like the first time you die to it, because you're right, he just you back off to heal, and he busts the pistol out and plugs you. You're like, I can't even be mad. even be mad.
He legit just pulls heat he was packing in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, it's great.
And then has the nuts to go, hesitation is defeat. Excuse me for hesitating when I'm in the middle of a samurai duel and a man pulls heat.
There you are having a samurai duel as the storm thunders around you, and your opponent's just like, I'm gonna strip now, and you're like, okay. Also, gun! What? Bang!
Bang!
What?
Hesitation is defeat. I'm sorry for hesitating when you changed the rules.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'll give them credit on that. They definitely really a lot of work went into that boss fight. But there was so many moments in so many other boss fights. I even streamed some of these boss fights, and Max saw them, where it's just like, the AI is jumping at me. I'm like, oh, I'll just roll out of the way of the jump. And it's like, nope, I'm going to do a fucking 180 turn and stab you. It's like, what?
My favorite one watching...
That's because you forgot the rule of Dark Souls 2.
Slow
auto-tracking overheads.
Yeah, I'm wearing magnets.
My favorite fight I saw Sneaky put up with, I have 2. The first one, watching him fight the bull, because fuck that fight. The burning bull.
Oh my god, if you don't have the firecrackers, that bull is the worst fight in existence.
Even with the firecrackers, that is a nightmare.
Oh, no, it's far and away the most annoying fight in the entire game.
The worst part about it is because they just completely abandoned all the mechanics. Like the game built off the mechanics, and they just abandoned it for this one fight. It's like, yeah, I understand. It's a bull. It's not supposed to have mechanics, but at the same time, it's like, but you're not letting me fucking dodge it either.
I feel like the mechanic there was learn to use the firecrackers, except the firecrackers didn't work half the time, despite me being in his face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was literally throwing them into his face, and he didn't care because fire.
Like, everything about that fight is just so cancerous.
My favorite fight I got to see Sneaky do was the swordsman before the first Ishin fight.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Oh my god, yes, I remember that. You had so much trouble with that fight.
We were playing it side by side, remember? And I'm like, oh wow, that was a great fight. I'm glad it's like, how did you beat him? Oh, I just parried him. What do you mean you just parried him?
Oh my god! No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It was like it was the fucking Smo and Ornstein fight all over for me. Like I would enter the room and he would already be halfway through stabbing me. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, I think you'd also been running your game a bit longer. I think there was a day one like memory leak on that again. Boy, that sure happens with FromSoft games lately. Yeah. Bloodborne. If you leave the game running for 6 hours, bosses just forget their patterns.
Oh god, it was so bad. And then I would be like, Max is like watching me, and he's like, "How are you having trouble?" And then the boss like stun locks me and teleports around me and like stabs me through the back. And he's like, "What?" I was like, "That's why I can't fucking beat this thing." And then literally, I did as Max said eventually. I turned off the game, came back to it tomorrow, and beat him first try. And it's just like... you fucking shit.
It's like, alright, Sneaky, it's time for the age-old ADD method. Walk away for a day.
Like, he stopped glitching out, he stopped, like, none of the shit that was happening the day before was happening now. It's like, are you fucking real? You real here?
Yeah, we both got there day one. We did the boss fight alongside each other, and it's like, I'm just gonna call it after this, dude, because I don't feel like doing any more. It's like, how long you been going, Sneaky? Oh, like, however long the stream is. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, huh, yeah.
It's like 8 hours.
I get, like, I don't know what it is. There's just these weird memory leaks in certain FromSoft games.
I also just break bosses.
During the first week.
I just break bosses.
Sure. I make that a hobby. That's just an unfortunate side effect of you being you.
It's existing.
Yeah. Well, or like, Aura's bringing up a great point.
Yeah.
Like, the fight with Al was great.
Yeah.
Not from like a hype perspective, not even from a mechanical perspective, but because, hey, this is what an annoying asshole you are.
Yeah, as a ninja, you know, faking out moves and whatnot. Yeah, no, I like.
And all the tools and
the fucking Madame Butterfly fight. If you jump right into that without any upgrades, that
me.
Like me,
like
as well,
I did,
yeah,
and like, and that honestly, that fight took me the longest. That was like a good 4 hours of my time playing that game.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the chat like, Sneaky, you have to use the shuriken to interrupt her, and I don't know if it
was the shuriken and the snap reads.
Yeah, and
it's like also you have to have this stupid item or you can't beat her.
No. You can beat her. I beat her without those. Out of spite.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's just very, really hard.
Very difficult.
The thing is there was so much in that game where you would just be like, oh, well, I can dodge this or I can parry this. And it's just like, actually, no, if you don't throw a shuriken at them while they're at the midpoint in their leap, because if you throw it too early, they dodge it, and if you throw it too late, you get hit anyway. But you have to time it, the midpoint in their leap, after you do a 360 and walk away, and then you drink some Sunny D upside down, then you can stun the boss out of their attack animation. It's like, what? Yeah. How was I supposed to get that?
Yo, trying to get up to Madame Butterfly, those fucking spear boys.
That was suffering.
That entire area was like... This game needs something. What Sekiro desperately needs is something that other games of other character action games have had, which is just give me a level select so I can. I just want to fight this boss. I just want a boss rush. Like if Bloodborne had a boss rush mode, I'd be so happy.
And what Aneurysm aren't getting about me playing video games is that you guys don't understand. The whole reason why I needed the snap beads to dispel her illusions is because she would spam it. She would just get locked in spamming the illusions after a while, and like that was lit. I would just get illusion spammed until I died. She wouldn't do anything else besides illusion spam, and it's just like, why?
Sneaky is a very unfortunate individual. We've all played enough co-op with him at this point. Again, it is a hobby for me to try and see if I can break a boss's patterns. Sneaky, it just happens. There's no effort on his part. It just happens, and it happens in the worst way. When he and I did Dark Souls, we fought Nito in his world more times than mine because he kept triggering the infinite sword spam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, that sword spam, no one in the community has figured out how to trigger it. It just randomly happens. Sneaky got it, I want to say, 4 out of the 7 runs I think we did in your world.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
At
and
least.
then the other 2 runs were like, we got swarmed by the mini skeletons and literally couldn't move anymore.
Well, you couldn't move.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
swinging my sword because I was.
I can't roll, Max. I can't roll. Okay. All right.
Sneaky's over here stun locked. I'm over here swinging the dragon bone, trying to get to him.
I still think my favorite was the time Sneaky and I accidentally triggered Infinite Disco.
Oh god, yeah, with the fucking.
And then the time,
dragon,
then Atin and I played Dark Souls 3. I said, Atin, stay here. Walks a certain distance. All right, let's. Oh, good. I found the disco thing you guys did.
Yeah.
Not my smartest move, I'll admit, but I was curious if I could replicate it.
Atin and I are like, all right, you can't hit both of us if we're on the opposite sides of the map. Head just starts swinging about wildly, spasming back and forth as the laser traces across every open corner of the map. We're just like, what the fuck?
Don't forget the explosion after the laser.
Favorite part. Oh yeah, no, but I think my favorite part about that particular boss pattern is once he enters Infinite Disco,
he doesn't leave.
You don't get to stop it.
No, he doesn't leave.
Yeah,
like moving back in does not cancel Infinite Disco. He just goes, nah, I'm swinging this laser all day.
Like his head's fucking spasming back and forth like he's having a fucking seizure. It's like, oh god, it's not even keeping to a pattern anymore.
But like the best part, right? Max figured out how to trigger it. Then what Max discovered is there is no off button.
No, there was an off button. It was called my death.
That fucking dragon. Yes. That fucking dragon took 500 humanity to beat.
Yeah, that
so bad.
Well, it didn't help that you both were new game 5 and 7.
Yeah,
because you're fucking idiots.
5 and 6. Yes, we're idiots. That's been well established.
Yeah,
but it didn't help that we couldn't figure out why we were causing
humanity.
A soft pattern lock.
There was literal times where I'm just like, all right, Atin, are you out of humanity again? Yeah. All right, how much do you need? I don't know. How much do you have? All right, look, I'm just gonna give you like 150. He's like, what? Why do you have so much humanity?
Because Sneaky farms like a motherfucker.
Which was great, because we needed it.
Yeah, but on the other side, you needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that Midir was Dark Souls bosses are always interesting, seeing what you can do with their patterns, see if you can get certain things. It's great. That. And then Atin discovered, after I pointed out, Midir's super easy 1v1.
Oh yeah. It turned out the secret to
Yeah.
beating Midir was to not be a bitch.
Yeah.
Fight him 1v1, no armor.
Yeah.
Only weapon.
Well,
Go
I
in.
also figured out that everything in Dark Souls 3 dies to either bleeding or mercury.
I mean, to be fair, Sneaky, that's pretty universal for real life too.
Bleed, you bitch, bleed!
I remember we got so fed up trying to beat her. I was like, that's it, I'm going to the wiki. What do you mean going to the wiki? And I was like, she bleeds, Sneaky. If she bleeds, we can kill her.
She bleeds, she does.
Begins Doris gnawing.
We both got Doris gnawing, both got the witch wand, and we're like, alright, entering this fight. Big ass badasses here, watch out, take out little bush.
Well, the best part was Sneaky had gone mostly a caster build. He'd gone pretty much pure casting.
Yeah,
but
I
I had dabbled in casting, but I'd done an equality build for the rest of it. So I had really, and I'm a guy who doesn't care about soft caps. So I just kept pumping decks, so my cast speed was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was just like ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding.
He was the fast guy. I was like the guy who was like, all right, cast. Fucking steamroller. Yeah, that's right. I hard capped my head. I hard capped my face.
Yeah. Okay.
I hard capped my decks.
So.
Bong 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 bong.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be an analogy for this.
Okay, no, listen. Here's the analogy. Sneaky was shooting Disintegrate. I was shooting Magic Missile.
Yeah, basically.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, Sneaky, I was recently reminded of the best item to ever exist in Pathfinder. The Amulet of Magic Missile Mastery.
So I just wanna. I'm just scrolling through this story, so we can.
I'm sorry, real quick. Did you forget about that stupid fucking amulet?
The amulet. What'd that do?
Of Magic Missile, the one that made all of your magic missiles hastened and empowered.
Yeah. Look, man.
What if I could cast
D&D is weird, okay?
What if I could cast max damage magic missiles as a free action as a 9th level wizard?
You know, I love that machine gun magic missile as a build in D&D, but at the same time, I absolutely fucking hate it. All right, so I'm going to use my whole turn and cast magic missile. All right, how many magic missiles? 84. What? Yeah, I cast 84 magic missiles.
But like, it's just so dumb. Cause, all right, so I shoot 5 missiles per first level spell slot at 9th level.
And then,
and they are now
the whole build was like, yeah, you like cast magic missile. You get magic missile down to the ability to cast it with every action you have in 3.5.
Yeah.
And then every single time you cast magic missile, an extra magic missile cast is casted. And then there's another ability you get that adds up to 2 more magic missiles to every magic missile cast. Not like spell, but like total number of missiles casted per spell. And then there was another one that let you duplicate the previous spell you cast as a free action, but it required you sacrificing a certain spell slot level. And like, oh my god, there was so much stupid shit that basically you casted like 2 spells, but in reality,
it was so dumb. It was 12. So dumb because you had to get yourself to like the build didn't even begin starting to work until what was it, like 10th
15. Level? It was around level 15 that you actually could.
Oh, I thought it was earlier, but yeah.
Yeah,
but
it was earlier technically, but like because it's magic missile and you're only doing 4 damage per magic missile, you weren't really doing your damage output.
Right.
Until around level 15.
Yeah, and then Pathfinder took all that away, but then they gave you the Amulet of Magic Missile Mastery, which was, hi, so your magic missiles are empowered, which, for people who don't play D&D, Pathfinder, empowered just means that they will always do the maximum, your spell will do the maximum possible damage, right? Like, it'll act like you rolled the highest rolls possible for your damage.
Yeah.
And hastened means you can cast it as a swift action, also known as a free action.
Well, swift actions were basically like an extra action slot that only swift actions could use.
Yeah, so it's like, so just every turn, right? There was literally zero. Once you acquired that amulet, there was 0 reason for a 9th level wizard to take anything else because
also basically nothing ever used swift actions. So if you ever got something that could use swift actions, it was basically you just did it for free all the time.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, so every wizard, every turn for the next, because assuming you make it to a 9th level caster, you got what is it? 10 first level slots, taking into account
12.
bonus casts, Sneaky?
12 with max int.
Yeah, 12. I'm sorry, 12 with max int. So every round for the next 12 rounds, the wizard is going to do a free, what was it?
Well,
wait.
it's 4 damage maximum per missile, and
Well,
if
no, because remember it's 4 damage maximum plus
yeah, it's
int
5 missiles.
5 missiles. So
Yeah, 20 damage.
Yeah.
It's 20 force damage, but nothing resists force damage because that's how
Yeah.
that works.
Nothing resists force. So the wizard gets a free 20 damage every single turn.
And you
for the
can't
next-
dodge it. You can't stop it.
Oh wait, no, you could shield it.
Then only if you used magic shield.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you had
It
shield prepared.
explicitly says in that spell, this blocks magic missile.
Yeah, that's the only thing that stops magic missile.
Which is funny because it's
just-
also like a first level.
Oh, it's the stupidest thing, and I love it because they're like, okay, guys, we know you're not really doing anything with your first level slots, so here's something to do with your first level slots.
Effectively, yeah. But anyway, so this gamer story is pretty cringe. Obviously, we all knew that already going into this. But so the guy's getting a character creator, right? By, random omnipotent being, right?
Yeah.
And he's getting a character creator, and the author proceeds to say, I looked at the body in front of me. It was around 5'11" to 6 feet. Like, he didn't know how tall the body was in the character creator. Given to him by an omnipotent being. Apparently, height was not an included graphic. For some reason.
Well, that's stupid. It's also 850.
I know. I'm just scrolling through this. It's so dumb. I have black hair, purple eyes, and I'm a pale white. Oh man, I look edgy. But aren't all gamers edgy?
No, some of us look like quite normal human beings, if a tad overweight.
Wow, flaws are useful. Oh wow, I'll take a flaw then. A small thing sends you into a rage. Small things send you into a rage. Okay. Magical prodigy. You're a prodigy with magic. Oh wow, that's a great perk, but the sin sucks. That's what a flaw is. Bruh. I see, this shit I never really got in gamer stories where it's just like, do you want a flaw for a perk? Yeah, sure. Oh man, that's a flaw. Oh wow, I can't believe that flaw is really flawy. Yeah, it's why they're called flaws. Like, what were you expecting when someone said you were gonna get a flaw in exchange for a perk? Like, oh man, you hate Mondays. Or...
Yeah, that's
yeah, you're gonna get an amazing perk out of this, but you have to take a flaw in return. Oh man, I hope my flaw isn't bad. It's like, why wouldn't it be bad? It's called a flaw. Like a flaw. It's not gonna be something small. Like, you don't be like, oh, I have to wash my hands after I go to the bathroom, and I'm obsessive about it. It's such a flaw of mine. Like, no one ever says that.
I mean, for like a literal, actual obsessive compulsive disorder person, yes, it is. But that's the that's the only person who gets to say that, right?
Right,
Someone
but that wouldn't be a flaw. That would just be OCD. That the OCD would be a flaw, not I have to wash my hands whenever I leave the bathroom.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, whenever I walk by a door, I have to look at it twice. Like, that's not a flaw. That wouldn't be like, I got the worst flaw ever. I have to look at doors twice. No
right.
One's gonna be like, oh yeah, man, that's a real flaw of yours.
Right. They have to say the flaw is an obsessive compulsive need to lock my door 5 times.
Right.
To wash my hands 20 times.
Right.
Whatever it might be.
It's just like, I don't. The author is writing themselves being mystified by the fact that flaws are flaws, and I'm not really sure how to take that in stories. Like, has anyone really ever thought about that? Like, all of these stealth insert gamer stories where the author picks up, is writing themselves, getting a flaw, and then they write themselves being mystified that the flaw is a flaw. Like, you realize you're writing yourself being stupefied by the fact that flaws are bad. And at no point where you're like, maybe I shouldn't write myself being a retard. I don't know. It's just...
You okay there?
I wish I was drunker. I'm not drunk. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, yeah, so we're all done here. We'll see you all next time, because there's always going to be more, and it's always going to get worse. So